teacher right now. I'm actually at the GoHighLevel Summit in Dallas, if you guys know what GoHighLevel is. If you don't, I'll be talking a little bit about it on this page, but yeah, the video essentially that I made called How I Make 30K per month Building Systems for Businesses. Yeah, right now it's at 6K. We have 36 comments, and I'm getting a bunch of new people subscribing. So I want to go through these and just shout out some of these people for giving me, some great feedback and answer some questions. So we have Gengo Senman, new subscriber. He said, "I love that you're doing unfiltered sauce." He's a skilled professional with a high pedigree of many years, and he's looking to transition to becoming a systems integrator. He's interested in incorporating AI and Zapier into consulting for clients. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm doing, and I like to refer to what I'm doing as I'm a systems integrator building instant scalability, which is my agency, where I work with all of my clients that are doing upwards of $50 to $100, $150,000 a month. And from there, I'm doing like a hybrid, not done for you, not do it yourself, not done with you, but a hybrid leveraged consulting on AI and automation. And so thank you so much for supporting. And then Michelle, 24K, she said the information you're sharing is invaluable. Well, thank you, Michelle. I worked years ago on large telecom billing systems integration projects and loved it. Now I'm looking to start from scratch with newer technologies. Congrats on the success. Well, thank you so much. And that's a huge thing, is the newer technologies, guys, because you're seeing all-in-one solutions that people, thought everyone was going to be using. And then even I used an all-in-one solution, let's say GoHighLevel, for example, but I need other solutions, right? And so everyone is taking the best solution for team communication, project management, CRM, and they just have a collection of cloud-based applications. And so the need for automation and integration between the ecosystem that these businesses are operating in, or what I refer to as like an infrastructure, is essentially like there's a huge demand for saving time, freeing up these processes, and removing business owners. So yeah, learning these new technologies, they're all no code. I don't know code. I've never learned a single line of code, and I've built systems for $10,000, $20,000 all completely with no code tools. And then we have General Kenobi, unemployed. Oh, this was the top comment. He said he's unemployed, 29, living on 3 figures a month in rural France because he's too to hold a job. How are you doing, my fellow upper class Americans? Well, I just want to motivate you, General Kenobi. I hope that you at least stay around on this page and can, just soak in some value. Maybe learn a little bit about how you can use ChatGPT, because actually if you don't even want to be an entrepreneur, but you want to learn systems integration, which is huge. I have a person in my mentorship program. He told me that he was just a $60,000 a year job in an agency that he was working for, and he came to me and he said, should I do a systems integrator business model? I said, no, I think you should actually integrate systems for the agency to add value as an employee and then use it as a case study to go out and do the agency. And he followed that exact steps, and he went from making $60K a year in his job to, he told me this yesterday, Josh Hart, $150K a year. So yeah, that is pretty insane that even him who's not an entrepreneur, he's able to know that this is a high value skill set of learning Zapier automation, systems integration, and overall just understanding how business operations are going to work for these newer online service provider types of businesses. But then we have eGen, wow, Preston, insanely valuable for a agency owner. So we're going to have a lot of people too watching the videos that are already agency owners, and they want to take their service and make it more scalable by like shifting it into a more systems, like packaging everything about that service into a system and then building it or releasing it into these companies. So that is great. And then we have Shock Purpose. He's a new subscriber. You come across as very authentic. Thank you. I always haven't, because I feel like I was clipping and cutting out some of my personality from my old videos. Hence why I'm making them raw like this now. I find that I would sit there and take out different pieces of the content that is really like myself, right? And I don't want to get rid of that, because then it's just robotic content. And then Nico Farina, thank you for sharing this quick question. How did you get your first clients, and how are you getting new ones now? I got my first client through serving local businesses with GoHighLevel back in the day. This was like 2 years ago. And then like my first online client was from a TikTok video. So I I thought I was going to be capped out at like 10K a month working with local businesses for the rest of my life. Like I actually did think that. And then I made one TikTok video and my mindset and life like changed forever. As soon as like I realized that I had to be a producer instead of a consumer. I tell this story, I was like in the shower one time on TikTok and I realized that I was just clicking links and bios and stuff and people were making money off of me like being addicted to TikTok while I'm in the shower. And I was like, I need to be the one who's making the TikToks for the people that are so addicted to them that they're in the shower watching them. And as soon as that, flipped for me, I saw everyone was making money from, their followers and stuff like that. It was a no-brainer, but yeah, I think that content can really, really change your life, and a lot of people underestimate it. Someone says, Jang and Ree Robbins, I'm newbie in automation. It sounds interesting, but I don't know exactly what to automate. What do you mean by systems integration? So as I was referring to before, just taking cloud-based applications or these third-party tools like Slack, which is a team communication tool, let's say Asana, which is a project management tool, Google Drive, which is a file storage tool, and you realize a lot of digital businesses or online service providers, coaches, agencies, and consultants operate with a tech stack of like 15 to 20 of these tools, and their day-to-day activities within the business is actually like literally only using these tools because they're an online service provider. Therefore, there are so many processes that if we document them properly, we can hook up automations that are no code with Zapier or Make.com or GoHighLevel, and we can essentially connect their systems together to remove them from a lot of the manual processes inside of their business. And so that is really what systems integration is, but going a step further and also helping them understand how to leverage the right technologies and setting up those technologies for them, documenting their processes, building standard operating procedures, training their team on it, setting up KPI tracking systems, and just overall so much more on the business operations side. And that is what I've kind of been looking to continue to increase my value and my offer over the last few years, was going from just a Zapier automation expert to a systems integrator, what I call today. So yeah, once again, guys, I'm going to end this here because I do have to get here and fly home back to Cincinnati where I'm going to make a ton of more content like this. But I can't believe you guys did this. Like, I've never been more excited to share like myself again in an unfiltered raw format and document my journey with you guys. So yeah, if you guys need anything from me, you can follow me on Instagram. I answer my DMs all the time. I answer all my DMs, and then from there you guys can also check me out on TikTok. You can follow me on TikTok. That's where like I came from. Like that's where I originally got all my customers. So like YouTube is new for me. I have 55,000 followers on TikTok. And for some reason, I never convinced any of them to come over to YouTube and follow me. But now I think I'm like shadow banned on TikTok. So YouTube is better and more sustainable anyways. So yeah, thank you guys for staying tuned in. I love you guys so much. God bless all of you. And if you're interested, I'll leave some link down below of how you can work with me or join our community.